Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are picking my monthly TBR for October, and we are doing this using the TBR jar prompts like we did back in September. These are all the books on my TBR. There's a few new additions for spooky season that I have recently bought. I think this month I'm gonna do 6 books again like I did last month. Let's see what our first prompt is. An adult book. I feel like that is cheating a little bit, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna do Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Luisa Thompson. This is a book about Phoebe, who is really obsessed with true crime and pretty much thinks that her next door neighbor is a serial killer. I'm really looking forward to this, and I feel like it's a perfect October spooky season type of read. So we shall add this to the TBR. Okay, next up, a book from an author you love. Alrighty. I have read from Stephanie Garber before, and I really liked her Caraval series. I also love Lucy Score books for the most part. Mia Sheridan, I loved Archer's Voice. I love Mariana Zapata, but I don't know if I want to read one of her books this month, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go with Lucy Score, Things We Left Behind. This is her newest release in the Knock 'Em Out series, and I have been wanting to get around to this. And this book follows Salome and Lucien, and I think it's like childhood friends to lovers to enemies back to lovers again. I think is kind of what we're getting into. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I hope I enjoy it because I loved all the other books in the series so far. All right, next up, a book with a number in the title. So I have 2 options for this, I believe. I have episode 13 or I have Fourth Wing, and I think that's it. I think I'm gonna go with episode 13 by Craig Delowy, I think is how you say his name. This book follows 2 paranormal investigators who are investigating this old mansion which had a bunch of bizarre experiments conducted in the mansion. And I really like this book, how it's in multiple formats. Like there's interview tapes and dialogue and journals and like text messages. I don't know, that kind of thing is just like right up my alley. So yeah, I think we're gonna add this to the TBR. I feel like it's a really good spooky read for October. Alrighty, next up, a book with a person on the cover. Okay, I have a few options for this. Actually, I have a lot of options for this. I could do Belladonna. I could do The Silent Patient. They both have like faces on the cover. I could do The Ex-Hex, which has like these little cartoon people on the cover. I think for this prompt, I'm actually gonna do The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. This is a book about a witch who gets broken up with, and while she's heartbroken, she decides it's a good idea to put a curse on her ex. I've heard this book is very perfect for Halloween. It gives off all the spooky vibes. It's set in like this really cute, cozy, small town that kind of gives like Gilmore Girl kind of vibes. How many times can I say vibes, honestly? And I'm really just excited to get to this. Okay, what's the next prompt gonna be? A book with friends to lovers. I think I'm actually gonna do All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the 3rd book in the Natural series, which is more of a YA mystery thriller kind of book series, but I will say the main character and her love interest are friends, and then they kind of become more. I don't actually know if they become like in a relationship or anything, because at least where the 2nd book left off, they weren't in a relationship yet. But I would consider them like pretty much friends to lovers. So I'm gonna do this one. And yeah, I'm really excited to continue the story. I've been really enjoying it so far. Maybe just do one more and then we'll call it good. A book with a dark cover. I mean, I could have just done that one. Could do Once Upon a Broken Heart. Okay, I think I'm gonna do Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is the spin-off series off of Caraval. This is the first book in the spin-off series, and I really enjoyed Caraval, and I know this book has more of Jack in it, which I'm so excited for because I loved his character in the Caraval series. I'm really looking forward to this. I also think A Curse for True Love, which is the 3rd book in the series, comes out this month or next month, so I feel like this is the perfect time to get around to reading this. Just like that, I have my October TBR. Let's put them up on the cart. First up, we got Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Luisa Thompson. Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. Episode 13 by Craig Delawy. The Ex-Hex by Aaron Sterling. All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And last but certainly not least, Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I feel like this TBR has a perfect mix of romance, rom-coms, spooky books, mysteries, and fantasy. I have a little bit of everything, which I feel like is perfect. And I am really looking forward to getting to reading these books. If there's any book that you specifically want to see a reading vlog on, do let me know and I will try my best. But I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye guys.